Hi everyone, it's Carlene Parisa-Parteau, founder and CEO of We Lead Surgery, sitting here today with Dean Rivera.
Hi, I'm Rafael Rivera Jr. I'm the Associate Dean for Admissions and Financial Aid at the NYU School of Medicine. I'm also a pediatric radiologist and the Director of Marketing for the School of Medicine. Women's issues are particularly important to me, particularly as a father of 3 young girls who I'd like to see succeed in every way, shape, and form.
So we're incredibly lucky to be here today with Dean Rivera for our very first episode of Professor Me Ready. And Dean Rivera is going to talk to us about new initiatives that he has done to improve the state of women in surgery and to encourage women in medicine in general.
So at NYU, diversity has always been in our DNA, and over the last several years, we've actually even expanded on that. The class that we had about 2 years ago was arguably our most diverse class in our history. We're also paying particular attention to diversity as it relates to non-traditional things that we look at. So typically we've always looked at race or ethnicity, but there are many other factors that are important to making us as useful to the society that we treat as we can be. So I believe that when we look at diversity, we should be looking at, of course, race and ethnicity, but gender is a big one. Sexual orientation, age, all the many different facets that make New York City, for example, what I think is the most diverse city in the U.S., I think we need to have a physician workforce that meets all those diverse perspectives. And if you can have a class that represents all those diverse perspectives, then the whole is far greater than the sum of its parts. And so that's one of the things we try to do in the admissions process. We have a new dean for diversity affairs who's coming on board. And I was lucky enough to see his strategic vision for the next several years. And one of the things that made me happy was that there's going to be an emphasis on gender diversity. I was telling you about a good friend of mine, Donna Phillips, who is a pediatric orthopedist. She was giving me numbers that I think are unfortunate in the sense that, 15% of the orthopedic workforce, give or take, don't quote me, are women. Half of the patient population is women. So something is going on there. Like I was telling you before, I took my daughter to the ER yesterday because she had broken her elbow. And while she was getting treated, I asked her, she's 4 years old, mind you, I asked her, do you want to be a doctor like Daddy? And she says, no, I can't, I'm a girl. And that like really saddened me because I'm like, where are you getting this? You're 4 years old. Is this so pervasive in our society that you already have roadblocks ahead of you? So I'm a huge fan of your initiative, and anything that we can do here at NYU on a faculty level or on a student level to help, because we have to change this.
Thank you. And Dean Rivera wasn't even trying. This is not scripted, but what he did just right there is exactly what we need. I, as a woman of color, am sitting here and talking to him, and he's saying, how can I support you? And that's a really beautiful thing because he's not only supporting women going into surgery, but he's also giving me as an individual agency. So thank you for doing that because that's exactly the kind of things that we need for great allies. So tune back in for our next episode of Professor Me Ready. I don't know if we can top this first one, but we will try our best.
She's too kind. Way too kind.
Thank you, Dean Rivera. Thank you for all your work.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.